Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an evil man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby. It's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. The Bible says, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of God, bombs and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mu Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arụma ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ woto woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simonetta. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simonetta for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today, and every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader.
Yes, my wonderful people of Biafra and the people that still believe in Nigeria and the people of Nigeria. Atuale to you, Yorubas, the people that believe that Igbos are their problem. Atuale you with the two hands. I greet every one of you anywhere you are coming from, watching from, viewing from, seeing from. I greet you this wonderful hour, wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for coming and thank you for being part of this wonderful program. Um, I greet you now, Nigeria. Nigeria na bagaragara like King Wasilo will always say you. King Wasilo si obodo na bagaragara. Nigeria scatter, scatter. You remember Idris everywhere, jaga, jaga. And when you hear these songs, they go do like saying a funny things about the rich sense. We say no be funny things, not true things. It be. I greet every one of you. Once again, I see Iwu Biafra on my comment section. I greet you, Iwu Biafra. Afoma Chuku, Afoma Chukundewo. Long time I don't see you. Friday Peters, I greet you. We get Helen Peters, we get Friday Peters. I greet all of you. We go start. Many things they go on. The cry say they call them kleptocracy and the crazy and the tiflocracy and the evulocracy and the enemylocracy. And that one they drive them mad. Kleptocracy and the kakistocrats and the kleptocrats. Ndume don't finish them all. Hey, Shideke. This alin Ndume too much. He just can't carry them, open them, bam. I will prove to you, say everything alin Ndume talk not true. But before we go there, I go like make we quickly see some breaking news where they happen. Make we see quickly. You can see on the screen. I believe you are seeing it on the screen. You can see that what do you call it, in Enugu, Abi Zamfara. I mean, Zamfara bandits abduct how many people? 150 people. They call them bandits, but you know, say they know a bandit. You know, say they be terrorists. So they know the Greek call them bandits. Now me and you know, say they are terrorists. So today, as we are talking, 150 people don't move. And the ugly part of it, you know, before when they kidnap them, government will go settle them, pay them money, or send them ammunitions, or send them whatever they demand, they return to exchange those people they kidnapped, and they will return them. But these days, no money to pay the bandits. You know, that is just the truth. The truth is that no money to pay them again, because Nigeria don't have any money. They have finished all the money by paying bandits. And the ugliest part of it is that they don't even have money to buy arms to give the terrorists they call bandits. So everything they fall apart for them. Everything they fall apart for them, and they are not finding it funny. That is why they cry morning, afternoon, night. They cry every day. They cry. They don't become cry country. Cry country. Oh. So 150 abducted. You dey see I'm 150. And as if that one is not enough. We can't go Enugu today. I see say they still do some for Enugu. Hold on, let me see Enugu. Let me bring Enugu 5 before we go into our program. In Enugu, he says gunmen attack commercial bus on Enugu Abakaliki Road, close to Army checkpoint. Close to Army checkpoint. Are you getting the message? But gunmen attack commercial bus on Enugu Abakaliki Road, close to Army checkpoint. Abduct 11 students. They attacked and they abduct 11 students. Now, when you are not even free to go to school, you see, this is why when people come and start making noise, your sister told me is disturbing us. We are not going to school. Our children don't take exam. No. They will not come out now to cry that their children that were going to school or were coming back from school have been kidnapped by terrorists just beside Army barrack. They will not come out. You wait for them to go on Twitter space now to make this the topic. They will not come. Wait for them to make their YouTube blogging. They will not do it. Wait for Musa, what is his name? Rufai and Obiokwe and Ruben and the rest of them, Shegu, Shemu, to make headlines of this. They will not make it. And this is why the sit at home continues. You are not safe anywhere. In your house, you will be kidnapped. Every corner, everywhere, you will be kidnapped. So I am asking you, I want to ask you, where do you think you are safe? Where you think say nine you safe? For where be that one? When you are going to school, they kidnap you. Anywhere they kidnap you. So I am asking a question. You dey safe anywhere at all? Do you think say you have a salvation other than the salvation you give to yourself? You think say you get one? You don't get anyone. You no get. So this sit at home continues, whether you like it, whether you want to fight against it. The good thing about it is that even if you fight against it, you fight, finish, you go sleep. When you finish fighting, you go and rest. When you finish fighting, you go and rest. Nothing will save you other than you saving yourself. Now you go use your own hand, save yourself. That is why Biafra don't come out and say they want freedom. And that is why they are keeping Nnamdi Kanu. Because when you ask yourself, this Nnamdi Kanu, where did they keep? What did he do? Nothing. He don't do anything. He don't kidnap anybody. He don't hijack any plane. He don't do anything other than say, he open mouth, talk, say, I want freedom. I want you to stop abducting my people. I want you to stop kidnapping my people. I want freedom for my people. I want my people to be free in this life, to do whatever they want to do, go where they want to go, do their businesses free without anybody terrorizing them, abducting them, burning their markets. This is the only thing, offense or evil wey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit. Abi, na him be the offense or the evil wey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit, wey make them keep am for prison. But people are killing, kidnapping, doing every other thing wey be evil. They know they touch them. They be untouchable. But because you want something good, I have come to realize that the things, something way good, no be say it they hard to get. If like You know, say bitter leaf. If you feed smash them or wash them, can't drink the water. That water where they bitter, it dey good for your health. You know that one. They're very good for your health. But you know go feed drink am. You know go feed drink am because it dey bitter very well. And I've come to realize that most things that are dangerous to your health are the very sweet and edible things where they sweet you. You dey lick am. Now don't worst for your life. The good things no dey sweet. But when you get them, you go get peace. When you get them, you will get peace. Not true. Me, I can tell you. Not true. Not true. Yes, April Ugochukwu, my dear, you're welcome. You're always joining us from the way you did. Vicoli, the wo Neji Ijoma, Neji Ijoma. I love that name. Obieze, I greet you. Chukwumale, Ale Chukwuma. Turn them upside down, make it be Ale Chukwuma. I greet you. So, what am I saying? What I'm saying it is, in Enugu today, 11 students kidnapped. They kidnap farmers, they kidnap children, they kidnap students, they kidnap anyone that passes road. Anywhere they passes through, they kidnap them. They kidnap them. And then another, before we go to, let me search another news. There's one other news I saw. But before then, I want you to remember Ada Diorama and the people of France are inviting you to France. Come this Sunday. This Sunday, Ada Diorama and the people of France are inviting you to France. Join them in welcoming, in celebrating the Enigma, the man that they could not arrest, the man they don't throw bomb, they no catch, they go catch him, they no feed, they send the bomb, they want this, they no feed. The man where don't tire them. His Excellency, Biafra Republic Government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So let us hear the people of France talk.
Mad people everywhere.
Adande Mbuna Ndiegede and the Biafra Republic government in exile, France liaison, are inviting all Biafrans all over the world to come and join us in welcoming our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoki, ESN, Obato Obi1 of Biafra. Mmo ejiri gbuo agụ ya ka onye iro si na ọ dịrọ nkọ, mana ha ekwetago na ọ dị nkọ. Nwata dọrọ agboro ogo onwe ya, agụ na-eche mba one of Biafra, anya ụrụ ụmụ Biafra. The good guy, Ogene, Mwana Puapo, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the nuclear shelter of the Biafra Defense Force, spokesperson of the United States of Biafra, and his cabinet members, Makanate Burukure Nwogu Obru Plank, on the 21st of July, 2024. Venue, Zoom. Time, 6 p.m. Biafra time. Please come and let us make it a noteworthy one. Please come, let us make it a history. Obatobie, Ogene.
some people say monster, and you are going to enter 7 times worse than the situation you are in.
All right. Remember, Adadorama is waiting for you. If you no go, Adadorama go carry you go social media. Adadorama tell me say don't mark everybody name. He say go call all of them one by one if they refuse to come France. Try go there, show face. At least even if you don't give, go there, go say PM and greet you. Support them for Zoom, enter Zoom. And they call you. So as we continue, let us quickly see those planning for what do you call it? Strike or protests. I want to show you something. Those that are planning or calling for protests in Nigeria, I want you to hear this. Listen.
Suffering from bandit attacks in the villages. So if the cities that remain now are shut, that means the whole society is shut. I want to let you know that most of the people that are calling for these protests are criminals, bandits, illegal miners, armed robbers, and unemployed youths. Those who organize NSAS are still part of the people that are trying to organize this protest against the federal government. They will be joined by other forces. Militants will join, Boko Haram will join, ISIS will seize opportunity to come in. We don't have any reason whatsoever to go and start carrying placards against government.
Did you get the message?
From bandit attacks in the...
Did you get the message? You get the message very clean and very clear. If you go out to protest, you'll be treated like a terrorist, a militant, a criminal, a bandit, a kidnapper, a tout, and you know the way Nigeria they treat, shoot at sight. So those of you that have people, that love people, that have loved people, that have people related to you in the zone that want to participate, that want to do a more, if you like it be Yoruba, they go shoot at sight. Be warned. You don't have any reason to protest. Like the policeman have told you, there is no reason for you to carry placards to go begin to protest against the government. Because if you protest, if you see the title, you will understand what I'm saying. The title said, Nigeria government, Nigeria government of Kakistocrats, Kleptocrats, or democracy. Then Senator Ndume, they don't sack him. Ask yourself, what kind of government are you running before you go indulge? It doesn't matter if you don't want freedom, no problem. We are not calling you. But for your life's sake, stay away from anything protest. The greatest and the best secure protest is the one our Prime Minister is calling you to join. And even if you don't want to join this protest, no problem. And this protest is...
So in the process that we are...
The protest says that you will stay in your house on the 27th of July, on the 30th of July, on the 29th of July, on the 30th of July, and on the 31st of July. Then, on 1st, you relax. Then, on the 2nd of August, you continue to sit at home 4 days. Our Prime Minister is calling everybody to join this sit at home. Do you know why you will join this sit at home? You know why? I want to make you remember for Bible, when Herod go kill Stephen, he sweet and nobody challenge him. Then they can't go, may they go Damascus, go finish all the Christians. Had he been that people stood against what Herod and Paul did, Paul for no go Damascus. Now from Bible, me I tell you. So when they come collect one, come out in head, you know talk, they go still come back collect another one. And you are inside the room where they come collect, they come out head. Your children are there. Your parents are there. Your family are there. Who will be the next? Might be you. Might be your loved one. Might be your father. Might be your son. Might be your mother. Don't think abducting people is over. Remember the Igwe in Lagos. Ezedibo in Lagos. He did nothing. He didn't do anything wrong. He only said, if you continue burning our market, we are going to go on sit at home. We will embark on 2 weeks sit at home, and we will call, if you think you will threaten us by destroying or stealing our markets, we will invite the IPOB as security bodies to guard our markets and give them job. That was his statement. And the man has been charged for treason, felony, terrorism, whatever. And today, for almost 1 year, if not more than 1 year, he's still in Kirikiri. Case not even tried, not sentenced. That is a man. Tomorrow it might be you. And the ugly part of it is you don't even know how many people that are victims already. Many people are victims of what we are saying now. Many people are victims of this Nigerian system of government. Many people have been victims. Many people are still victims. And many people are still going to be victims. How many people police don't shoot because they no agree give them a gunje? How many people police don't shoot, label them criminals, label them one chance, label them kidnappers, label them yahoo? The only way out and the only thing that will give you freedom is joining the Biafra exit. Like it or leave it. Nigeria has become a place where you are not going to say anything against the government, and you say you are running a democratic system of government, isn't it? Is Nigeria running a criminal or Idi Amin system of government or democracy? What kind of government are they running? A senator came out to complain. He was sacked and they replaced. I want to ask a question. The person you replaced him with, is he the person voted in by the people? Did you get the consent of the people Ndume is representing to come, for that man to come and you see why we tell you that Nigeria is not a democracy? Is just like something they used to cover the face. You cannot see. The more you look, the less you see. You see it beautiful as white as democracy. It is not democracy. In a democratic government system of government, you can stand before the president and tell him you are doing evil, and the government will not do anything. The president will not do you anything. We are going to go into that. But this sit at home still remain Obonge, no going back, no sitting back. If you like, you come out. Come out. Our Prime Minister have made it clear that he gotten the intel that they have planned to gather you as civil servant to come to work. And when you gather, they go constitute you as unknown government. And let me tell you, when you die, you don't die. You tell your people, if anybody die, that person will not come out again. They will only use you to gain their political ground. Finish. They go use you, go right for headline. It don't finish, and your name no go even there. They go say they don't kill some people. Your name no go come out. Only you go enter for some people. Now so your own end. So anybody you get loved one,
from
tell them
attacks in the villages.
Uh-uh.
So if the cities that remain now are short.
Hold on. Tell them to stay away. Don't join the protest where you will go to protest, you will be get shot. Join the best protest. I beg everybody. Before we continue, I want those that are calling for sit at home, those that are calling for protest. Anywhere you are joining from, calling for that protest from. I'm not calling because I'm not asking you not to go because you are an Igbo. No. I am asking everybody for your own good. Don't even if you like it be Arewa person, don't join that protest. Yoruba, don't join. Save your life for yourself. Before we move on, listen to this policeman.
Suffering from bandit attacks in the villages. So if the cities that remain now are short, that means the whole society is short. I want to let you know that most of the people that are calling for these protests are criminals, bandits, illegal miners, armed robbers, and unemployed youths. Those who organize NSAS are still part of the people that are trying to organize this protest against the federal government. They will be joined by other forces. Militants will join, Boko Haram will join, ISIS will seize opportunity to come in. We don't have any reason whatsoever to go and start carrying placards against government.
You hear that one, Abi? It's very clear. So if anybody want to join, let them go and join, no problem. But after joining, waiting you see, now you take. Whether you go home, now you know. Whether you don't go home, because the policemen have already made it clear that the people going to do this protest are bandits, are terrorists, are criminals, are kidnappers, are militants, are Boko Haram, are ISWAP, are ISIS. So what do you do when you see these people? You shoot them. So when you go there, remember, you are going to get shot. You have just willingly carried yourself and submit. Oh yeah, shoot me, make I die. So if you are going there, know you are going on suicide mission. I warn everybody, whether you be Yoruba, whether you be Igbo, whether you be anybody, I no send you. I just tell everybody, save your life. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your freedom. And I want you to remember again, in Enugu today, 11 students were kidnapped. Just a stone throw to army checkpoint in Enugu. 11. A stone throw to army checkpoint, and then nothing happened, and nothing there happened. I want you to wake up, people. Wake up. This is the beautiful Enugu. This is the Enugu that is the most quiet and noiseless and peaceful country. Are you seeing it? And now so it starts. Wake up. If you refuse to wake up, no problem. Continue in your own ways. Now, I want us to get this. Let's go to the main deal of the day. Listen to them.
Just this morning,
he did not say you are a thief.
That
he said all of you
we are thieves. That's a very blanket statement. Just this morning, sir. Just this
He
morning,
did not say you are a thief.
that
He said all of you in government
all of us,
are kleptocrats.
yes.
And
Sir?
a thief is different.
Okay,
Somebody who is suffering from kleptomania
okay,
is somebody who steals who steals, and then most of the time you steal what you don't need. That means you can go to somebody's house and you remove the key in the door of the person's house. You don't need the key, but because it is your business to steal, you must steal. So you take the key, put it in your pocket, and leave the house. Or you see a young child playing football, and you steal the football and leave the child crying, whether you are going to use it or not. So that's what he was saying. He was saying that you are surrounded, all of you are kleptocrats. He didn't say you are thieves. I think it's stronger than being a thief. Yeah. A thief is somebody who steals what he needs. A kleptocrat is somebody who steals everything, whether he needs those things or not. So that is what you are, by virtue of that description.
Yes. Mr. President.
Now, you heard waiting Ndume meant. You steal everything. Now true, abi no be true. Are they not stealing everything? How many times have you seen Nigeria politicians store money, pack them somewhere, the money get rotten, then they come and throw it away? What did that one mean? Is it not the same thing that the criminal, this man sitting there, explained to you? Was this man not a criminal sponsoring criminals? Did we not see him? Akpabio, did we not see? Did we not know? Today is he not in the seat of Senate? Have you forgotten that the common Ndume, they don't need it. They have to go and hide it instead of giving it to you so that it will get worse. Listen, they are the people that have chosen not to give it to you. Instead, it will be wasted. How many times have you seen money that has turned to tissue paper or waste paper that got buried, that got thrown away, that got disposed anywhere by the politicians? Who are they? Listen to this. We continue.
If we choose whom to rob, but you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you, because we choose them, we vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. It calls for us to think and think deep.
Now, I am asking a question. Who steals your career? Who steals your talent? Who steals your health? Who steals your education? Who steals your future? Who steals your joy? Who steals your happiness? Who is that person? Is that person not Kakistocrats? Is that person not Kleptocrats? Are they not? All the wealth these people have been stolen from you, what do they need it? No, they don't need it. They just stole it so that you will not use it. Instead, you will use it, they will keep it to get destroyed. You hear Akpabio tell you that these are Kleptocrats and Kakistocrats are those people, when they see something, they thief them, whether they need them or they don't need them. Do they need your talents? Do they need your destiny? Do they need your future? Do they need your job? No. But they will deny you job. The vacancy is there. Oh. The vacancy there for the office, but they will choose not to give you the job. Am I lying? Is it not the same thing that the criminals have described? Who are these criminals? Who are there? We'll listen to Ndume. But before we go, listen to this.
Boy gets dressed. It's time to with Sahara. It was a personal decision. I didn't think that people still wanted to hear what I had to say, but I guess I was wrong. So guess what? We are back in business. I don't think that I have laughed this much. I said that Mugabe killed 20 mil or whatever they call themselves. An assembly in Nigeria will soon be paid 8.6 billion naira just for wardrobe allowance. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa.
Did you get that? Who can do this? If not somebody worse than a criminal, who will do this? If not somebody worse than a criminal. Are you getting the message? Did they get them? And they are here angry. Are you getting the message? Do you see what that criminal wrote there? We can't be talking of change and accept 8.64 billion wardrobe allowance, Senator Malaye. Are you getting it? Their change, he is protesting that the 8.64 billion wardrobe allowance is too small for them to accept. This is the man that have anything, every car, and at the point he's putting cars in his sitting room. He's using car as furniture. And when you hear car, it's car that costs millions of dollars. When these criminals park cars, Rolls Royce, Bentley, limousine, anything, private jets, they hardly use. They park them. They don't use them. Go to their houses, you see flints of car, SUV, limousine, you see Bentley, you see Lamborghini, you see Ferrari. At a point, you will see a politician that have Ferrari of 98 model, 99. Count it serially to this present day. Every year, he get the latest. He get the latest Lamborghini. He get the latest Ferrari. They are all parked there. They are not being used. Who are you if you are not Kakistocrats? If you are not Kleptocrats? Who are you? And they are now angry and they sacked this man. Somebody that is demanding for 86, somebody that is demanding for 8.64 billion naira. 8.64 billion naira wardrobe allowance. This is not their salary. Wardrobe allowance. And they get wardrobe allowance, they get wrist to watch allowance, they get newspaper allowance, they get housemaid allowance, they get furniture allowance. And sure, to listen to the video. Listen.
Said, hey, oh, do me, no, I refuse, I reject by fire, by force. What is that? 17 million for each member of the House of Assembly. That is like $87,000. And then 21.5 million naira for each senator. That is like $108,000. I said, for where? And then the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission released a list of allowances. They said that it is not 17 million, that it is just 506,000 naira per person. I said, even with that, there is God now 500,000 naira because of a outfit. No offense, but it looks like somebody has been cheating our favorite professor, Mr. Obayagon. Yes, the way the man dresses. You don't have to look for something nicer. Ndume, how you doing? He's a very...
And I want you to know that this is not today. This is a video of, I don't know, maybe about more than 5 years ago. If this thing is happening 5 years ago, today you go double and times 10. Because Nigeria system is only influencing evil, influencing the corruptible corruption of these criminals you see in the name of your senators and politicians. And then they are crying and they sacked Ndume. Why should you sack Ndume? Wetin be the wrong thing wey Ndume do? Wetin him do wey wrong?
Nice man, very, very nice. We have interviewed him several times. I'm not yabbing the man, so you understand. But I'm trying to say that my tailor in Agege would do better. For 5,000 naira, they can give you something better. I can't believe the man was getting 506,000 naira. And this is what they could come up with. It is very sad. You and I can talk after the service. I can give you some contact. So you understand my tailor in Agege. I decided to take a look at that list by Revenue, Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission.
Keep in mind that this was about 8 years ago.
Suddenly my eyes got big, my people. Let me put on my glasses. Vehicle loan, 8 million naira. Why do they call this thing loan, by the way? Do they ever pay it back? And then they said vehicle fuel allowance and maintenance, 1.5 million naira. Che, which kind of petrol are these people using? 1.5 million just on petrol, and what kind of maintenance are you even doing when you are buying new car? There is gods now. And then I saw something that really pissed me off. Domestic staff. What it be domestic staff? Not be houseboy, house girl. Che, the devil is a liar. 1.5 million naira just for your houseboy and house girl. Why do we have to be the one to pay the salary for your house help? This is not right, eh? Continue. Entertainment ticket. 607,000 naira. Hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. You know the one that got me the most? I saw newspaper. I said, what kind of newspaper? Who is still reading newspaper in Nigeria? Not before the internet, everybody they get their news. 303,000 naira just for newspaper. You see what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is starting to make me upset. And then they said yearly housing allowance. So you understand? 4 million naira per senator. And on top of that, I'm trying to see clearly, furniture allowance, 6 million naira. Chai! But you know, my main question is, what exactly are these people doing? Yes, as in, exactly what do they do? I've been trying to find out. Can somebody please educate me on what these people do? Because as of the last tenure, in like 4 years, they only passed like 100 and something bills. In the very last week, they passed like 60 something bills within 10 minutes. Don't ask me how that happened, but they know they were living. They wanted to have some kind of good record. They passed like 60 something bills in 10 minutes. I don't know how they did it. As if entertainment is not enough. Now waiting be recess. Recess 200. Hold on, let me see. 202,000 naira. What is recess? Isn't that when someone takes a nap or something? I thought it is a nursery school students that take recess. Now waiting be recess for senators, and they have to spend 202,000 naira each for recess. What is this? These people are robbing us. They are robbing us. They think that we are stupid. This is not right. When I calculated all these things, it was going to around 50 million naira. This is what do they call them? Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission released
about 8 years ago.
When the minimum wage is still how much? 18,000 naira. God bless you. I don't want to get upset, but these people they're making me upset. They're looking for my trouble. You know. By the way, my dear, this will be a good time for Zaman Ben Bruce. Yes, Zaman Ben Bruce. You know everything that he talked about at that time, about why they shouldn't be giving all these big allowances. This would be a good time for you, my Oga, you not do well, to lead by example, so you understand.
The message is very clear, I believe. You get them. We go listen to waiting Ndume talk. Then we go hear waiting these criminals talk. But before we continue with these criminals in the name of politicians, they steal everything, nothing what they know, everything where pass through they steal. I want to make Senator Akpabio explain to you the meaning again. Listen.
Complaint against the unbecoming utterances.
No, not this one. Where is that one? Where the verse said they call them kleptocrats and the class?
And you are saying
we are thieves. That's a very blanket statement. Just this morning, sir. Just this
he
morning.
did not say you are a thief.
That
He said all of you in government
all of us
are kleptocrats.
Yes.
And
Sir?
a thief is different.
Okay.
Somebody who is suffering from kleptomania
Okay.
is somebody who steals who steals, and then most of the time you steal what you don't need. That means you can go to somebody's house and you remove the key in the door of the person's house. You don't need the key, but because it is your business to steal, you must steal. So you take the key, put it in your pocket, and leave the house. Or you see.
Is that not what they do? When they thief everything, stole everything, and they dump it to get wasted, what will be the difference? Why are they angry? Why did they sack Ndume? Remember the last time, I think, who was, I've forgotten the name of that senator also, they sacked. If you talk they sack you don't have to talk against the government. You must talk. Will you go here and make I know they interrupt the video again? Listen.
You see a young child playing football and you steal the football and leave the child crying, whether you are going to use it or not. So that's what he was saying. He was saying that you are surrounded, all of you are kleptocrats. He didn't say
Okay.
Yes, Fabio Ifedishe. The video is more than 10 years. I want you to calculate 10 years ago, what they stole from you. Wardrobe allowance is over 500,000. Today, what is it today? What is it today? Have you stopped? No, it has been times by 10. It has been doubled by 10. That is what I want you to understand in that video. It has been doubled by the times by 10, not even double. It has been times, if it was 500,000 then, times 500,000 times 10. That's what it is now.
Thieves. I think it's stronger than being a thief.
Yeah.
A thief is somebody who steals what he needs. A kleptocrat is somebody who steals everything, whether he needs those things or not. So that is what you are, by virtue of that description.
Yes. Mr. President.
And you are saying you are not.
Yes, I am saying I'm not.
I want you to listen to the man. Listen.
After this statement by Senator Ndume, I have received several calls far and near, especially from my children, that told me that they needed an explanation.
This is a senator getting calls from his children. As he should have told us where the children are calling from. Are the children calling you from Africa? Are the children calling him, his children, were they calling him from African countries? Were they calling him from Nigerian universities? Were they calling him from where they live and work in Nigeria? No. They live in United Kingdom, in Canada, in United States, in Australia, in Switzerland. Call it by name. Arab Emirates. That's where they live. And that's where they call their father from. Where do you call your own father from? Why? How much is he earning that his children will live in their... Listen, if he have 10 children, for instance, the 10 children, one will decide to school in Canada, the other one decide to school in United States. Even if all of them may decide to school in United States, they will decide to school in different states of United States. The man will have different houses in all the places. In any country where their children want to go to school, they have their own private house. They go to school from their private house, from their private car. Whose money, whose expense? On whose expense? From whose pocket? And you claim you are running a democratic system of government, Abi? And somebody say you are kleptocrats. Somebody called them kleptocrats, and they are angry and sack the person. And I want you to know that Ndume did not say this to them, including himself. He is calling himself that we all are making a grievous error. Let us stop this. And they say, who are you to talk?
On why a senator, especially a ranking senator of the Federal Republic, will call all of us kleptomaniacs. Just this morning, the President of Nigeria brought a supplementary appropriation bill to the Senate. It means there is nothing that can insulate us from the affairs of this government if we are the ones that are passing supplementary budgets and even the Appropriation Act. That means that I need a lot of explanation to my children and to my loved ones. When I say loved one, I'm not talking of wives. I have only one wife. But my loved ones are scattered all over the world. Who wants an explanation on the inference of what Senator Ali Ndume said about all of us in the government?
As you are demanding for explanation from Ali Ndume, can you explain to your children how you stole the money you use on them? Can you, have you seen any senator or any politician or governor or president coming out to explain to people how they stole the money they use in private jets, in apartments, in acquiring buildings, acquiring mansions, acquiring schools, acquiring properties here and there? Have you seen them come to explain that? Why do you need Ali Ndume to come and explain to you why he call you kleptocrats? Why? You don't need him to tell you that. You are already, you know you are. That is why you're not the verse. This is a country, right? This is a country. Somebody is fighting to keep. The sit at home continues from 29th. If you like, no, come out. If you like, come out. Come out 29, 30, 31st, and the 28th. 29th of July, 30th of July, 31st of July, and then 2nd of August. If you like, come out, come and protest against Biafra coming. Then you tell me what you have against the coming of your freedom. When Nigeria tell you we want ministry of cow and they get ministry of cow, Funanis are demanded for ministry of cow and they get the ministry for cow. What have you demanded and get? Which is that one now? You don't demand any. The thing is that you people do not demand anything, cannot demand anything, will only go begging from the housekeeper. Do you know that these people that call themselves your politicians and Ohaneze and the senators, they cannot go straight to the Aso Rock and make their demand or make their pleas. They will have to look for somebody to go for them. Hey, please now, Alaji, help us talk to President so he will look into our matter. Fools and cowards everywhere. You see the Funanis, they don't need to beg. They will come out and make their demand. And their demand must be honored. Don't forget this clip. Listen.
Talks about killing your premier. Add on top of that the North's general hate of the East, and you can start to get the picture of the sort of tribal tension Nigeria was heading towards.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions coming out with a...
You get the message? So when you see people bouncing like a fly carpet football, they are there on contract. And that's what I'm telling you. That whenever you see these people get employed into one ministerial office or appointment, they are there on contract. They have been given their book. Every day they open up, let me look for a book. Go to look for a book. They give their book. Every day they open up the day. They go through it. They have their manual. They have their manual. They have their script. They go through. They cannot act outside that book. Did you hear him? They don't need you anywhere. Even if they need to, it's modernization. Nigeria has been modernized. You don't even understand what is going on. You know, these kind of clips, we don't remember them. We forget them very easily. We'll see them and chat, hey, whoa, this man don't talk evil. We forget them and move on. But when you take a look at what is going on in Nigeria today, you will see that that is actually what has been happening, because what he has planned has been, he told you already that the modernization has been started since 1959 that he came there. He has been able to modernize everywhere. That even to make you a gate man, they don't want to make you a gate man, because when they make you a gate man, the next thing you become the director. They don't want you anywhere. And yet my people don't want to understand this. My people no one hear them, they no one take them.
Mr. Senate President, I ran an election against a very formidable PDP member. And just over the weekend, there were publications that all of us APC in Ekiti State, if a member of the Senate who is an APC member calls us kleptomaniacs, it means the senator representing Ekiti North, that is myself, is also one of them, because he's a member of APC. This is not good for our image. It is not good for me. And I think that statement is a breach of my privilege as a senator.
Talks about killing your premier. Add on top of that the North's general hate of the East, and you can start to get the picture of the sort of tribal tension Nigeria was heading towards.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions coming out with
Distinguished colleagues, is it the view of the...
You heard him, no? They prefer outsiders. They prefer foreigners even to you. So whenever I tell you that, you see these politicians, before you get into power, you have accepted and vow to do or to go through the list. That is why P2B is always in the north, going through their whatever, entering through whatever, in the name of agreement and in the name of agreement, covenant. Understand that? Now, make we leave this one, move on. Let's hear this man.
Palace intrigue that are swirling around the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Allegations that are coming from none other than the chief whip of the Senate, Ali Ndume, who's a member of the president's ruling APC party. Senator Ndume says the presidency has become like a besieged fortress threatened by all kinds of plutocrats who, he says, have caged the president and are transmitting lies back to him and bypassing those like himself who can tell the president the true state of affairs in Nigeria. To hear Senator Ndume, an immense manipulation is taking place in the presidency amid a gathering storm of insecurity, the dramatically rising cost of living, growing hunger in the land, and the spectacular inability of the administration to address this multi-headed crisis. The president, Senator Ndume, said, was not in the picture, has no idea what is happening outside the presidential villa, and is unaware of how angry and politically volatile the country has become. So how much is Senator Ndume's urgent call likely to strike a chord with the Nigerian people and ginger up decisive government action to prevent what he says could be a humanitarian catastrophe? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the chief whip of the Nigerian Senate and senior member of the ruling APC party, Senator Ali Ndume. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Indeed. So according to you, a troublesome situation for President Tinubu, and very strong words from you in reaction. Tell us more about why you've decided to launch this broadside against the presidency.
Well, first of all, let me honor, as you rightly said, I'm supposed to be one of the top member of this government or the committee. And most importantly, I have this relationship with personal relationship with Mr. President dates back long. We're very, very anxious, looking forward to what and believing in what he said, the renewed hope.
And when he came on board, you can see he's somebody that is very anxious about, and that was why he is used to taking some bold decisions. But as I said, and I'm on TV, I speak straight.
Indeed.
If there's anybody that will, say what I'm saying is not true, can come up tomorrow and talk to Charles. This government is going down, and that is because it's, yesterday I did not say it is taken over or polluted by plutocrats. No. If it were plutocrats, it would be better. But this government, and you can quote me on that, is now run by Kakistocrats. And that's very, very dangerous.
Explain.
Kakistocrats? I have it here. You can check the definition. It's a government run by worst, least qualified, and most unscrupulous citizens. I'm not the first one that says.
Right, because the reason you were quoted as saying by several different sources, as saying that the government's been taken over by plutocrats. And I was going to ask you to clarify that, because plutocrats are wealthy people, who are running sort of a government.
No, this government is populated by Kakistocrats and Kleptocrats.
Right, okay, kleptocrats,
Yes.
people who are members of the kleptocracy, who are basically dipping their hands into the till
to make
all the time.
Government for what they can make for
Right,
themselves.
okay.
Unfortunately, that is not what the president personally, as I know, him, as I said, is up to. He really meant this renewed agenda hope thing. But you can only do that when you have people around you that are on the same kind of thinking.
Right.
But this is not what is happening right now. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3 incidences where when the president realizes, he is not ashamed of taking decision to correct it. Even when it started with appointments and all that. And the same thing with policies. When they bring policies that the people are against, I give you an example recently with this cyber crime levy. When the president realized that you have not heard about it, he again equally suspended it. What I'm hoping now is that he will look in, look out and get, I don't believe, again I say, that he is in the real picture of what is happening out there. People are angry. You can't imagine the number of calls I received today, including yourself.
I called you very early in the morning.
Yeah, but what were you saying? Hey, you are yourself again, because you say it as it is and you come. Look, somebody has to do this. I'm 64 years old. I thank God for everything. And I think what is left to me as a politician or expected of me is to speak out the truth to whoever he is.
Well, that's one of the reasons you were elected into office by people. I mean, the idea is that you're supposed to represent them truthfully.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do.
So you speak truth to power.
Now we have a big challenge, and that is the threat of hunger and food scarcity. It is not only that the prices or inflation has gone up to 40%, but it has gotten in some places where you will not, with your money, you won't find the food or the items you want to buy. That is very, very dangerous, and Nigeria has never been included in the countries that face severe food crisis or food insecurity. But this time around, check the figures. Recently, published by UN, World Food Program, Action Against Hunger, CADE Harmonize, they rank Nigeria as one of the hotspots. And for people like me, I have to be scared. As I told you, I'm 64 years old with 10 children and 20 grandchildren. I don't have passport or visa to anywhere. You have more than one passport, I know. But
what do you mean I have more than one?
I know you
We're
stay
not
in
talking
London,
about me, we're talking about you.
You stay in Nigeria, you stay in London, and you can go to London tomorrow morning. I cannot do that because I don't have visa to anywhere.
Yeah, but I'm sure you wouldn't have too much of a challenge getting a visa.
No, you have to apply. No.
But let's focus.
So this is a very serious and scary situation, and most importantly, why I'm so scared
is if those in power do not allow the president to know the magnitude or get informed about it so that they do something, then you get worried. It's like now, Charles, we are here and the cloud is gathering. And I say, Charles, it's going to rain. You say, oh, no, don't worry. Then that is scary.
I think you've made some very interesting points there. On the other hand, of course, the people who are in the president's backyard, if you like, inside the presidency, would make the argument, would dispute what you're saying. They would say, for instance, that the president has been holding a meeting about the minimum wage thing with labor union leaders today. Surely he must know.
No, that is not
the reason why they're talking. I mean, he must know that, you know, the reasons why they want a higher minimum wage is because of the conditions in the country and all the rest of it, and they would be speaking directly to him. So he can't be that shielded from the facts, can he? I mean, he must know what is going on.
Well, if you say so, but I don't see so. Or anything the president does is something that can be seen. If you know the president before now, then you know that the whole scenario has changed. This is somebody, he stays in Lagos. If you go to Bodilon, anytime, any day, anytime in the night, you can go to Bodilon 2 o'clock. And in most cases, you find President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you know, receiving people in and out. If you come to where he stays in Abuja here, Lagos, in the Lagos house, you will know from when you take a turn whether he's in town or not, any time of the day. There are times you can go there 3 in the night and you'll meet him there. But now, if you go to Villa, the front of Villa, it's like a graveyard because they don't allow anybody to go and see Mr. President.
Well, let me take you up on that, because you suggested that the government or the presidency, indeed the presidency specifically, has adopted a closed-door policy, and that even ministers and members of the National Assembly, presumably like yourself, are struggling to engage with the president. I mean, that sounds pretty serious, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems, but that is the truth. The only thing, you know, the news media put certain things not exactly the way. So now that I'm talking to you, hear it from the horse's mouth.
Absolutely.
In every government, it's like that. You have the gatekeepers. Those who want the president to know everything and to have other opinions would even encourage those that matter in the government to come over because, during Buhari's administration, which I thought was not that good. But if you compare this now to Buhari's regime, you will give Buhari a thumbs up. Because
some would say that would be rather difficult to do.
You know, because at least he opens up, people come to see him. I'm quoting, you quote me, and if it's not true, I don't speak just like that.
Right.
There are some ministers don't have access to Mr. President. The only access they have to Mr. President is when they are maybe invited, and some may not be invited, or when they go for council meeting. And you know, when they go for council, by the time the president goes in, all of them are seated. And the president is the first person to leave. You can't say, I want to, no, that is it. There is a procedure. And then the SGF, who is supposed to be the clearinghouse, I don't know about, I've not seen him most lately. But I'm telling you, Charles, I won't come to the TV or even in private lie.
So have you had a challenge in seeing the president yourself personally?
Well, let me tell you one thing. The president severally, if we meet in the public, he will say, Chief Ndume, why are you not coming? Why am I? And I said, no, Mr. President, when you look for me, I'll be there.
Did you say to him, well, he's not allowing me to come in?
I said it once to one of his staff, that they are the people that are keeping us out of this place. And so I will not struggle to come and see Mr. President, but I have an obligation to speak for the people, or speak for my people, or speak as a senator. You can imagine I am the chief whip. If a chief whip cannot have access to Mr. President, the new senators, of course.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, let me tell you. And let me tell you in difference to it. Obasanjo started, during his government, in 24 hours, if any senator wants to see him,
nobody will ask him, what do you want to see the president for? He makes sure that within 24 hours, any senator has access to him. Ministers go in and out. Obasanjo, as old as he was older than our president, he will be saying, that is politics. You talk to the people, hear from the people.
Now, now, make we no go too far. Let us not go too far. We have seen, we have gotten what we need to get. Now, I want you to see this. Where is that video? Listen to this.
Senator Ahmed Ali Ndume. I'm writing on behalf of the National Working Committee of our great party to express our displeasure, our outrage, and our deep disappointment at the unbecoming, unfounded, and baseless criticism of the government and the party, the APC, by your majority whip of the Senate, Senator Ali Muhammadu Ndume. As a member of the ruling party, we expected a much more responsible and decorous behavior from him. But this has not been the case. His uncouth and rabid outburst against the government before the international community and before the global community is not only harmful to the government's image alone, but also undermines the party's unity and cohesion. And in addition, undermines the government's efforts to bring in foreign direct investment to Nigeria. As he's a ranking member of our party, his actions are unbecoming of a senior member of the Senate and sets a very poor example for others in future to follow. His latest tirade, I hope I'm right, on air during a program on Arise Television, where he referred to the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief, as being run by thieves, portrays Ali Ndume as a person who is bent on running the country down and running the party aground through incitement and cheap propaganda. We have the view that Senator Ali Ndume should honorably resign his membership of the APC and join any opposition party of his choice formally, instead of hiding behind the veil of grass activism to decimate the hard-earned cohesion and goodwill that our party, the APC, is enjoying within and outside the country. His utterances, which are sheer propaganda, are not based on verifiable facts, are unbecoming of a member of the APC caucus in the Senate of the National Assembly, and it therefore behoves on the APC caucus to bring this to the attention of its members for necessary action to curtail his deliberate mission to undermine the government and the party and the progress of Nigeria, and particularly those appointed by Mr. President to work in his administration. We therefore urge the Senate caucus to take appropriate steps to address this issue and ensure that members of the Senate, particularly those within the All Progressives Congress, hold and maintain decorum in their public utterances. Accordingly, we realize that the position of the whip of the Senate belongs to our party, and we are not opposed to whatever position the members of the APC caucus in the Senate may have. But we are of the opinion that distinguished Senator Mohammed Tahe Monguno should immediately replace distinguished Senator Ndume, who is bent on bringing down the country.
Now,
as the majority whip.
Now, Ndume is bent on bringing down the country. Why? Because Ndume said that this government is based on the people that are not interested in the development of the country, but rather in stealing the resources of the country to enrich themselves, to grow their pot bellies, to build, to steal something they don't even need. To keep stealing and stealing and stealing, even if their children don't need it, they keep stealing. That is his offense, and that is why they have sacked him. Listen.
Of the Senate. Signed by Dr. Abdullahi Omar Ganduje, CON, National Chairman, and Senator Surajuddin Ajibola Bashiru, PhD, BL, Bachelor's at Law, National Secretary.
Now, they have brought another man to replace him. Ndume, Ndume, the person you are appointing to replace is just for you to see the Nigeria you are talking about. To replace who? They just decide that this man replace Ndume. Is it the will of the people? You don't get the right. Nigeria. Listen. Oh God.
The APC caucus, for the APC caucus of the Senate, which does not include Senator Warada, those of you who are in support of the suggestion by the party, can you shout aye? Those against say nay. No, I have to be sure. Those of you who are in support of the decision by the party, can you shout aye? Those against say nay. The ayes have it. I actually heard nay from Warada on the other side. Accordingly, Senator Tahe Mohammed.
Now, my question is this. Was Ndume appointed as a senator? Because me, I don't know. I'm asking. Was Ali Ndume appointed or voted? Nigeria. This is the country some people are fighting Simon Ekpa to keep. This is country you have made yourself enemy to righteousness to keep. This is the country. Well, my own is that the sit at home continues. According to our Prime Minister, the sit at home continues. If you like, ignore it. If you like, support it. Nigeria don't tell you, say, if you come out, you'll be treated like a terrorist. If you come out to protest, you have been targeted as a terrorist, a criminal, a sabotage, a felony, a treason, a kidnapper, and they will treat you like one. Come out, come protest. You say your ear no dey hear word. I will stop this program here. I beg you, try and like this video. I don't know how many of you that have liked this video. Don't be smart, you know. Now 60 people I see will like the video. Make gonna like the video. Now waiting the video do. Try and like this video. Try and like this video, I beg. Like them before we come off for here. Just like the video. It no cost you anything. It no come out anything for your body. Like this video now. Like them. Why you no go like them? At least if you don't like me, try and like the video. Try and like the video. Now 113 day here. When I have over 400 views. I beg you, try and like the video for me, please. Please, I beg you, try and like this video for me. Remember, the sit at home continues, and remember, you have no choice but your freedom. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.
No. Okpukpu nke mu onoro gị n'onu ogbuo gị pee. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mu Nigeria n'onu. Bandi iro Biafra n'onu. Bandi si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arọ ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto. Okpukpu a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Fire, we need our leader. Prophet Martin and we need our leader. Martin and we need our